Alright guys, how's it going? Side Task Force game. We've got Dev Report number 9. We've just had an update as well. So hopefully this is going to... I've had a lot of questions, a lot of comments on the channel about when crossplay is coming. We didn't have an official date. We just knew it was coming soon. So hopefully this elaborates a little bit more. Xbox just got updated yesterday. PC just got updated the day before. So let's jump in. This is Dev Report number 9. Attention, welcome back to another week of updates from the team. In this Dev Report, we continue to inform you about our ongoing short and long-term activities, work progress on bug fixes, optimizations, new additions, and more. In particular, our team wanted to provide some details about how we plan to continue delivering our updates. We also got some exciting new information on our upcoming release of Crossplay. This is what we want, boys. Useful additions for modders, and our plans to publish a release candidate build for players in the near future. Sounds pretty good. Intelligence, pictures, lots of writing. Not too bad. All right, let's get through this then. Let's start. As many of you probably already seen this week, we introduced a number of new fixes and changes with the latest 0.95101 update. While there was a lot to cover, we wanted to highlight some notable items. In this latest update, we found and fixed some issues related to how weapons were synchronizing their state, specifically the fire mode selector. This led to problems with hitting targets, as sometimes the server would think you have a different fire mode than on the local player's machine. The only way to notice it was that targets weren't dying even when hit directly with multiple shots. That's annoying and new. Has anyone had this problem? Put down in the comments below, man. The same effect can be caused by animations desyncs as well, so we don't guarantee that their inability to kill people is completely gone, but it's partially solved. We'll continue to investigate this further. That's bad news for the game, man. We can't be having stuff like that going on after this long, but at least they're on... partially solved. Hopefully they get it fully solved soon. Alright, additionally we provided a fix for not being able to switch to the third person perspective. It was happening for single player games which use respawn on the map, i.e. Conflict and Games Master. Workarounds for reinstalling Battle Eye should no longer be necessary. Updated the BE files and we'll keep updating them with future updates that resolve some of the connectivity issues player could encounter. So you're good, you can switch to third person now. We've even gone as far to provide a fix for a feature that we don't officially support yet. By this we're referring to the inverted controller not working vertically with helicopter pitch actions. So now some users can fly their modded helicopters a little smoother. Good to see that they've got modded helicopters in the game. Be interesting to have a little look on there. And also, it's not officially supported yet because they haven't done helicopters. This is a completely modded thing that's been added to the game, like a lot of Arma will be when it comes out. While we're on topic, our team has done a lot to tweak, fix, and add game controls for our players, such as the following. Gamepad combos are now properly displayed by the key binding menu, smoother input curve for aiming using a gamepad, weapon inspect key bindings and default bindings have been adjusted, ability to rebind hint details, objectives and current objectives, and remove default joystick binding until joystick rebind is supported. Now here we have something else. Arma platform. Their community, we're going to update the Steam version. Technical statement, that was... oh, you can click on the link in here. I've literally just... My last update video, I think it was update 7. Might have been 7 or 8. Literally my latest update video. Yeah, explains all this. We go through all that as well together. So, lastly, modders might appreciate a couple of our added additions in the latest update. The first improvement has been made to serialization system. We reworked how the serialization system works for modders, and they can serialize any kind of value without difficulty. On top of that, we've added binary serialization, which takes up less disk space and is quicker to operate with, but is not human readable. Alright, that's a modder thing that I have no idea what I've just read there, so if anyone could elaborate down below, that'd be pretty good. The second improvement relates to those make use of nav mesh. We implemented a way for scenario makers to make partial changes or additions to nav mesh data. This allows multiple add-ons to modify everyone's nav mesh as necessary, and they don't have to publish full data, but only differential. Conflicts between modes are resolved by generating the conflicted tiles at runtime. You can read the detailed documentation available on Community Wiki. There, if I remember, I'll put a link below. If not, the link to this whole thing will be in the description, so you can find it there. Right, operations. To begin talking about open operations, let's explain how we're planning to approach release and updates going in the future. Right, we're only really interested in one here, but we'll go through them anyway. Minor updates. These will be just like the ones you've been receiving since the release of the game. They're focused on bug stability, optimization, and tweaks. Basically, reacting to your feedback and fixing the game so it's better gaming experience with current content. Major updates. As you'll see in a few weeks with our upcoming release of version 0.9.6, these updates will bring new features, content, even bigger list of fixes and improvements. Milestone updates. Similar to major updates, these milestones will include a set of related features and content which fulfill a certain topic of her theme players. These types of updates and their content will be touched on in more detail in the future. Okay, now we've got this big old paragraphs here. So, until now, I've been releasing minor updates, but we want to bring new content as well. New content announcement. Yes, let's go. Let's get into this. That's why we'll be switching into a 2-week update cycle. Okay, so we're not updating every week now. We're updating every 2 weeks. So rather than a minor a week, we're getting a big update every 2 weeks. Isn't that just the same thing? So, and then the remaining 0.9.5 updates will be smaller in scope. That allows us to focus on preparing major updates for release. I suppose they've got a bit, they're not rushing out updates. They can get what they need to get done for it and then add even more to it, hopefully. This change in the update cycle will also allow us to release our planned release candidate build available for you to try before updating the main game branch. These changes will give us the ability to test larger scale multiplayer, which is what everybody wants. Gather your immediate feedback and make sure that the public stable version isn't affected. More details on this process will be provided when the first major version is ready. All right, good to know. So we're gonna have larger we're gonna have bigger updates and larger scale multiplayer, which is pretty damn good. Hopefully we can get the Xbox issues fixed. I know PC is pretty good right now. I've had a lot of Xbox people saying about, yeah, if it's running a bit dodgy with 32 players, how's it going to handle all these mods as well, man? And then even more players, because on crossplay, they're going to be playing on PC servers as well. So, and you can play all the mods as well, which is going to be exciting stuff for Xbox. But I think it's going to be a little minute before we get everything up and running. So we're planning to change the profile directory from the Workbench application so it's separated from the game profile. We notice some users may have unpacked mods into their profile folder, which leaves them unable to connect to multiplayer server due to data mismatch. Additionally, we'll change the server browser and divide the server list between officially and community tabs. This may be confusing at first glance, but don't worry, if you look at these tabs, you'll still find your favorite servers right there. And more importantly, as introduced in last week's Dev Report 8, we're continuing our efforts testing cross-play, baby. We're in the final stage before delivery. Testing it internally. Everything seems to be going well, but we're checking for edge cases and how it will impact general network stability. We may need to do some more open testing with you, the players, on both platforms before releasing. So they are bloody close on that, lads. That's going to be sick. Logistics, something that might interest those working on animations. We recently updated the Bikey to include a demonstration of how our procedural animation editor works. You can find a step-by-step tutorial Bikey here. We know some of you have been interested in more examples of our tools. We'll continue to release more of these types of demonstration over time. There you go. So if you follow Arma Platform on Twitter, you can get all this sort of stuff, put your notifications on. Apart from that, we're looking forward to providing you some more insights about upcoming plans, and stay tuned for details about additional content in the near future. For more news and updates, be sure to follow Arma Reforger on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Steam, and Xbox. And also don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to Task Force Gaming and Entertainment's videos, and put notifications on for more Arma details, boys and girls. So it's pretty good. We've got bigger updates coming. We've got bigger scale warfare coming. We've got content updates coming. This is what the whole community wanted to hear, and this is a lot of questions I've been had on my channel as well. So guys, put all down in the comments below what you think to all this awesome news. And there's Dev Report 9 for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you next one, guys. Thanks for watching.